everybody. Welcome to Science with Steffi. Just kidding. Steffi's just here to say hi. We had to bribe her with a little piece of cheese, which she doesn't even want. All right, now she's gonna go bye-bye. Bye, Steph. Okay, be careful, honey. There you go. All right, so here we are. We're doing lesson 2.02, Does it dissolve? And we know that a soluble item is something that disappears or dissolves in another material like water, and an insoluble item is something that doesn't disappear, doesn't become one with the water. So let's get started. I've chosen 6 different materials, and we're going to see if they dissolve or not. Our test variable is the materials that are being used and being added to the water. The outcome variable is whether the material dissolves in the water, and the control variables are the temperature of the water. This is all just room temperature water, just came out of the tap. The size of the containers, all the same, and the amount of the water. Kind of eyeballed it, but they're all the same. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First item I have are some glass beads. They're kind of standing in for marbles because I didn't have any marbles. We're going to go ahead and put those in the water. And you saw the bubbles come up. That's because it's displacing the water as it goes in. And I'm going to stir it a little bit. We'll learn in our next lesson about how stirring does help things dissolve. So I'm going to give it its best shot and give it a little stir. All right, we'll come back to that. So now I have some olive oil. Also, if you think about motor oil, it would act the same as olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and put some olive oil in. And then I'll give it a stir. Interesting. We'll come back to that. I'm going to do a little bit of baking soda. So let's get some that doesn't have chunks in it. Some nice baking soda. Put it in. Give it a stir. I've got some room temperature honey. I had to buy that, I didn't have any honey. All right, I'll give that a stir. Okay, got some food coloring, some blue food coloring. That's why I'm wearing blue. Few drops go a long way. And I'm going to give that a stir. Alrighty. And I have a lemon slice. Drop that in and give it a stir. Alright, so let's see what happened. Back to the glass beads. They are on the bottom of the cup. They have not dissolved. They have not become one with the water. They did not dissolve, so they are insoluble. And our olive oil. Our olive oil is floating on top of the water. Has not become one with water. It is insoluble. Did not dissolve. Oh, interesting. Let's look at our baking soda. What baking soda? It looks like it's totally gone. It has dissolved. It has become one with the water. It is soluble. Let's look at our honey. I don't see any honey in there. It has become one with water. It has dissolved. It is soluble. Let's look at our food coloring. I can't tell the difference between the food coloring and the water anymore. So it has become one with the water, it has disappeared, it has dissolved, it is soluble. And let's look at our lemon. Our lemon is floating on top. So it has not dissolved, it has not become one with the water, and it is insoluble. Excellent. All right, we're going to make a side with the soluble items and the insoluble items. So our first soluble item was our baking soda. It dissolved in the water. And our next soluble item was the honey it dissolved in the water. And our food coloring dissolved in the water. So that leaves our insoluble items. We had our olive oil, we had our glass beads, and we had our lemon. Notice the insoluble, the ones that did not dissolve, are either floating on top or have sunk to the bottom. That's kind of an interesting observation. All right, nice job, and maybe Steffi will be back for our next science experiment. Bye-bye.